Hello everyone. How's it going? It's me again, Margaret. I washed my hair a while ago and I was sitting in front of my phone getting ready to start this live, and that meme that floats around that says people with naturally curly hair have look like alpacas in the summer. Yeah. I was trying to let it air dry. I had to go put some product in it. Hey Kim, because I was looking like an alpaca, and it still isn't great, but I need a haircut. I gotta go visit my friend Melissa soon, let her do something with this mess. It's driving me crazy. I was a little surprised about how cool it is today, especially for the middle of June. Is it cool where y'all are? Here in Tennessee in La Follette it was like 68 today, I think. But I know my friends that work in boat manufacturing and the ones that work outside appreciate it. Goodness sakes. So I'm going to give it just a second to see who else hops on. Thank you, Kim, for watching. And we'll get started in just a minute. If y'all don't care, can you do me a favor? If you're not catching me live, but you're catching me later, can you put hashtag replay in the comments, just so I have some sort of idea of who's actually watching. Like I have Kim on now, but this is not showing me that I have people on other than just her greeting. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and get started. Yesterday we talked about hope and defined it as an optimistic attitude about an expectation that we would like to happen. But hope is logical because it recognizes the facts and uncertainties of the situation, meaning that just because we would like it to happen, that doesn't mean that it always happens the way that we want it to. But there's a word in there that I want to focus on for just a minute. Optimistic, an optimistic attitude, as opposed to pessimistic or negativity. So that's important to keep in mind, because sometimes the word hope can be used in a negative context, especially if it's used with sarcasm. Like if you tell someone, I hope you get what you deserve, and maybe they do deserve it, but let's try to use hope in a positive light instead of a negative one. Yesterday I told you that I debated on two words. This one, the one that we did yesterday, hope, and another one that's sometimes used with it, or they're interchanged sometimes. I shared with you some of the times in my life that seemed hopeless, but I was eventually able to find hope and make it through those times, which is not always easy to do. Thank you, Bud, for hopping on. I appreciate it. So another larger component to me making it through those times was faith. And since we defined hope, we're going to go ahead and define faith as well. Faith is based on the idea that whatever the outcome is, it's for the better. That whatever happens, that's what is for the best in that particular situation, whatever that situation is. Faith is going out on a limb. It's trusting a higher power, whether you believe in God like I do, the universe, science, whatever your beliefs are. And trusting that that higher power is going to give you the outcome that you're supposed to get. So having faith means that you believe in something bigger than yourself. And at some point in our lives, I think we've all had our faith tested in one way or another, no matter what you believe in. It's hard to believe in something that we can't see. And it's especially hard when negativity is hitting us from every direction and bad situations keep happening over and over again. It's easy to give up and quit because quitting doesn't require any effort. Now, on the other hand, having faith does. It requires tremendous strength and willpower. It requires you to dig really deep, to trust that the process that you're going through, no matter how stressful or painful it is, has a purpose. And once you're on the other side of those situations, you'll eventually realize the meaning behind them and why you went through what you did. So I honestly believe that everything happens for a reason, good or bad. Sometimes that reason is based on the decisions that you've made, and sometimes it's based on the decisions someone you know has made. Either way, there's a lesson in the outcome if you really pay attention and look for it. Having faith in yourself is also really important. Your morals, your skills and abilities, your impact on others. It isn't bragging or wrong to have faith in yourself, as long as you aren't putting other people down in the process. And that's important. I think we all know someone that's a little too overconfident and always has something negative to say about other people, but they can do no wrong. So I've been on an operating table, it's got to be over 20 times in my life, easily over 20 times, although I don't have an exact number. If my surgeon doesn't have faith in him or herself, then I'm not going to have faith in them to not kill me when I'm on the operating table. So faith is important, and not just in medical situations, but in any situation. When I was going through all that stuff I talked about yesterday, I didn't always know or understand why things were happening the way they were. I kept searching for the reason why. Why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? And that is an easy mindset to get into. And if you're not careful, you can stay there for a really long time. I knew the immediate reason of why whatever happening was happening. But I was looking for the bigger piece of the puzzle so I could put all of the pieces together and try to make it all make sense. Sometimes that clarity doesn't come until many years later, after you're on the other side of the problem and you've made it through it. But I looked back on all of the previous situations that I'd survived, and I knew I had gotten through them. And I had faith that I'd get through the next thing that came up. And I did. My cat is in here, I believe, or trying to open my door. But whatever situations have arisen in your life, you've gotten through them too. Whether you realize it or not, you're stronger than you know you are. You've gotten through every instance that you were sure you wouldn't make it through. You might be having a difficult time now with something. Have faith. You can make it through this too, no matter what it is and no matter how desperate it seems. Now, I did do a Google search before I came on here tonight, and it's kind of hard to find. Hi, Betsy. I hope you're having a better day today. It's not impossible if you are not a Christian or you don't believe in the Bible, and I'm saying this because I have people of other faiths as friends. Google it. You can Google it without having biblical implications or whatever. Faith and science, I believe I Googled and some things came up, whatever it is. But the point is that you need to have faith in the situations that you're going through. They're going to lead you to a better outcome in the end. It may not seem like it right now, but it will. As long as you keep faith and you have hope. So that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for watching. If you're not currently following me and you would like to, please click the follow button on my page and come back tomorrow for another word. Remember that you're a role model to someone you know, so be a good one. You all have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.